True. We also might want to advertise if we want to actually get started. But that's for later down the line.
I mean, my pirate streams are also always shit, so you can blame me on that one, I guess.
I mean, I can. It doesn't work that way, but I can blame you for whatever I want. I can blame you for Donald Trump getting elected if I really want to. It doesn't make any sense, but
no,
I can blame
considering
you if I
I'm
want.
Swiss.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to blame you, but I can blame you as much as I want.
Also, right. We are live. So.
Oh, we're live? Okay. All right. Okay. Welcome back to Justice in Waterdeep, everybody. We got a couple new players joining us this week to help balance out the party, and because Petra is having to step out for a while, so we're bringing in some new blood. Everybody, say hi to Caspian. Caspian. Is it Caspian or Caspian? I can never remember.
Caspian.
Caspian and Cedric.
Hello, one and all.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
All right. So when last we left our noble no, can't say that. Intrepid, no. When last we left our protagonists, yeah, they had been wandering around the city. Jack had attempted to look for some pearls and realized that Waterdeep is not really a good place to look for pearls because it's a heavily trafficked harbor and there's not a lot of pearl-making oysters in that particular type of environment. And Blackthorn had just gone to see Laeral Silverhand to give them the information they had gathered and collect a little more information.
I'm finally free from the children.
Nice. Oh, and welcome back. All right.
I'm free from the children.
Yeah. Goodbye, foul little devil spawn. You shall not be missed.
It sounds like a sigh of relief. Like, oh man, I'm so tired.
I hate babysitting.
I've been there, man. Hey, at least they're not forcing you to watch My Little Pony.
Okay, I love that.
To be honest, I'd rather they watch My Little Pony than some weird, random Russian cartoon that have no idea what they're talking about.
What? You not like Ivan, the House of Ivan, where you learn how to be Ivan in Russia?
Nah, it's Misha and the Bear.
Okay, somehow that's actually more racist than what I was doing.
I cannot even. It's literally what they watch. Like, why? Like, watch Dora. Watch Blue's Clues. We speak English in this house. Hell, watch Hello Kailan. We're part Chinese.
Or heck, have him read a book too.
Hey, get him hooked into anime. Get him started on the weeb path.
My mother will kill me.
Your mother doesn't have to know. Bribe them with candy and say, "All right, kids, here's the deal. I'll give you some candy. I'll order you some pizza, and we're gonna watch some anime. Mom can never know."
I mean, I can do that.
That's happened. That's happened the first time I watched Full Metal Jacket. I was like 12 years old, and my brother and sister said, "All right, Zach, we want to watch this movie. You can't ever tell Mom we're watching this movie." It's also how I saw Fight Club the first time. Anyway, enough discussing the way we're corrupting tomorrow's youth on a recorded medium.
Like reminiscing on the past and how we can get into watching like R-rated movies, or as pirates would say, rated R.
Oh, here's a great joke for you. What's a pirate's favorite letter?
Probably like yarg.
You think it'd be R, but it's really the C's they love.
I thought they were gonna say B for booty.
I mean, you're assuming pirates know how to spell.
I mean, seeing as pirates were old sailors who just didn't want to give back their taxes to the government, yeah.
Booty over taxes.
There's one when a governor of a local province put a $500 bounty by putting a $5,000 bounty on the local governor's head.
I mean,
Pirates just straight did not give a fuck.
pirates were like, you know what? We're not gonna pay our taxes. We're not gonna fucking return this shit to the government. Power to the people. Also,
Depends.
Except for the ones who were privateers. All right.
Oh, yeah.
And Blackthorn, can you remind me why you're in the dock ward again? I can't remember.
I was looking for my employer.
Ah, yes, you were trying to meet with the head of the Dead Street Toughs. Okay, yes. All right. All right. All right, new guys, hold on for a minute. We're going to get to you in a minute. So we're going to first finish up Jack. Jack, you were at the beach trying to find some oysters, and you managed to get a knowledge check. Waterdeep does not have any oysters that produce pearls.
I figured that out after I went diving. Like I rolled
After
like
you went
shit.
diving, you figured that out. Yeah, so you're covered in medieval sewage water. But
I mean, not sewage, but
where do you think
harbor water.
Waterdeep dumps all its sewage?
Ah, fair. It's like Spain.
Yeah.
Still good enough to swim. I did.
It's like the Hudson River in New York. Technically, you can swim in it. I probably wouldn't.
Not that bad, but yeah, probably a bit bad. Waterdeep is a lot smaller, but I'll just get out of the water, redress myself, and clean and dry myself off.
All right. Okay, you're gonna dry yourself. In the meantime, two of the local city watch come up because jumping into the water is not necessarily something that's entirely allowed. And here we're introduce Caspian and Cedric. Why don't you guys describe yourself for our audience so we can do the whole theater of the mind.
Well, I guess I can start off with Cedric first. He's a sort of a younger looking for at least a half orc, and he's he looks like he's probably just in his 20s or so. It's kind of hard to tell with people when they get to that age and when they're kind of big and burly like this guy is. But yeah, he's fairly tall, pretty sturdy looking, black hair. He got kind of greenish sort of skin, but not exactly green. Kind of hard to put your finger on it. But yeah, he's got a City Watch uniform on, and he fits it well. So.
A step or so behind him is a young man, not quite yet 20, very pale skin, light blonde hair, lavender eyes. He's much shorter at only about 5'8" and a $150, maybe a few pounds more. He's dressed in simple armor and has, I guess, if he's helping, he'd be wearing the city garbs as well. And he's got an owl perched on his shoulder. But other than that, he seems a little out of place and a little uncomfortable.
All right. Yes. So yeah, you guys have just seen this man climbing out of the water and starting to dry off and dress himself. So it's very clear that he went swimming in the city water, which is also very much not allowed.
Is he naked? He's dressing himself?
I am presuming that he went swimming in his underwear, Jack, or did Jack go full Monty?
I'm not sure.
Okay, roll me a charisma check. Let's see if yeah.
What are we rolling for charisma for, I wonder?
21.
All right, yeah, you beat a 15, so you decided to show yourself off in all the glory. That is you. So yeah, Jack is you. I mean, I'm presuming you have pants on now since you're starting to dress yourself, but you went swimming fully naked.
I mean, that keeps things most dry, so
Yeah.
it does make sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. So
Caspian's looking to
Like-
Cedric for guidance here on what we're supposed to
Cedric is just thinking to himself, "Oh man, time for some animal handling for this monster over here." He's just jokingly thinking something like that.
Just wait until you see our paladin.
Yeah, he's just jokingly thinking to himself like, "Oh, the things I did when I was younger."
Oh,
He just
for
kind of
fuck's
shakes
sake.
his head, and yeah, so he kind of he's not really mad, but he has to get over there and take care of business. So he's going to kind of walk over there and just kind of motion for Caspian to follow him. Because like he's seen enough stuff in his time to not really be bothered by it, but he has to, deal with it.
all right. So yeah. All right. All right. So you guys walk up.
He's like, "Hail,
Where am I?
hail thou that is bearing themselves in such a way."
Technically.
And he tries to wave at him to get his attention, like, "Hello."
Jack.
Um,
Yes, I'm thinking.
Okay.
But we'll check to if he sees guards coming. I am seriously debating just jumping back into the water right now.
I mean, if you want to jump back in the water, that's a thing you can do.
I'm thinking.
I am glad that I took the feat that I did.
Did you take the feat of eye bleach? Is the feat you took eye bleach?
Yeah, because I just for one of the benefits that my feat has, it's just something that the DM might laugh at. So
the unfortunate thing is I'm out of spell slots.
Caspian's going to step forward a little bit. Let me help you with that. He's going to cast Prestidigitation so he doesn't smell like sewage water.
I mean, I have that myself, so that's how I'm drying myself off.
maybe you could draw him off while you're at it if you can do that. He's gonna talk to Caspian. He like, yeah, we need to get this man in some clothes. Don't you agree? What's your name, Mister?
I am Chuck. Chuck 103. Best just around.
Well, then, I'm sure that you know your way around that quite well, but I'm going to have to ask you to go ahead and get some clothes on, for God's sake. But I'm going to need to go ahead and
Already
leave the
on it.
water. It's not proper to go ahead and do such a thing in these waters. And I'm not the one that makes the rules now, as you can see, but I'm going to have you get into a drier spot.
Alright, let's see if one of you guys gets this. I was just at the bordel and one of the ladies told me to go diving for pearls. Though, I'm not sure this was really as interesting as she made it out to be.
Well, there's lots of things I would do for a lady, but, well, unfortunately, you got caught, so... And he just chuckles to himself. He was like, I can understand wanting to do something for the lady, and but at the very least, I would have to ask that you not be in the nude. And he's like, and he kind of whispers to Caspian, is like, do you have magic to put some clothes on his
I mean,
self?
I have clothes. I'm getting dressed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Takes a while.
Does Cedric see some clothes somewhere on the beach, like tossed away somewhere? Or...
He's got pants on right now, right?
I mean, they are
Yeah, well,
neatly
he's like
folded.
underwear on and whatnot, and pants or whatever. But he's just wondering if he's got more clothes laying around somewhere to dress himself properly.
I mean, I have my chest outfit. So, you know.
I gotcha. All right. Well, I guess Cedric is going to go ahead and help this guy get his clothes on if it's not all the way on already. But he's going to He's gonna kind of just escort him to the drier spots of the beach, I guess, and ask him. So seriously, I'm in a good mood today. Well, sometimes I'm in a good mood, but today I happen to be. Not everyone would let you off so easy, but why do you want to go ahead and impress this woman so much by diving for pearls, you said? Cedric just looks Jack up and down, being the silent man that he is, and he's just kind of wondering, I wonder if the lights are on, but no one's home, he whispers to Caspian.
Well, she just talked about it, and it sounded like fun, so...
Anyone who would swim in sewage is clearly not in their right place of mind to begin with.
Yeah,
I mean...
I got you there, my friend.
You're
And he just
either in the
kinda
right
winks at
place of
Caspian.
mind or in the wrong place of body, right? No?
So did you find what you were looking for?
Nope, no pearls here.
Well, as I imagine that there wouldn't be. This place is fairly well fished and traded out. Lots of people get a hold of stuff here already, so I can't imagine that you'd find much around here.
You could try to buy them like a normal person.
Oh, that's an idea! I hadn't thought of that.
I hope that you're not the kind of person that would try and, get things without asking.
I know.
What does, because I don't know, what does Jack look like?
I mean, fully dressed.
Presumably.
I mean,
Like physical characteristics, that kind of
hopefully.
thing.
yeah. I mean, if you saw him in the underpants, you would have seen a massive scar from his forehead over his face, shoulders, to the arms, and down his spine and chest and legs. But fully dressed, he's, well, pretty much what you see in the thumbnail about Token. It's a full body, just a suit with a mask.
Hmm.
Because that's what he is, a wandering jester.
Well, he might be that, but our characters don't know that, so that's why we're kind of asking.
I mean, he's literally a fool. He's not hard to identify.
Yeah, well, as soon as you put the mask out or whatever, or pull out the jester hat when you're dried off, then we might be able to figure it out. So it's
And my
all right.
bobble.
So
Actually,
yeah,
Jack
so
could
Cedric
probably
is just
tingle it
kind
around
of
in your face a bit.
yeah, Cedric is just kind of rubbing his head a little bit, and he's like, "This is quite a character here. This is the way that things work in cities nowadays." I think he just kind of whispers to Caspian.
I think we have more important things that we could be doing right now than dealing with the literal fool, I suppose.
Yep, indeed a fool.
Besides, you don't want to find me. I've got fool's freedom.
Yeah,
What
Well,
would the
everyone has
nobles
freedom,
think?
What is
Well, I would hope that everyone has freedom, my friend. I guess I would imagine that the fool's freedom is just as good as anyone else's, other than the fact that you are a fool.
By the way, fool's freedom is literally like basically the law that, well, law. It's kind of a law, like it's more of a social agreement.
It's more of a
that fools-
guideline.
Fools could do what they like, pretty much what they wanted, as long as they made people laugh. Like they could make fun, for example, of the king without, getting beheaded and stuff like that.
So you like making people laugh, eh?
Well, I try.
What could you do to make a man like me laugh?
Right now, out of spell slots. But I can try a performance check for a joke. Tech.
And tell me the joke first, and then I'll see.
Oh, you asshole!
There we go. Oh, that's it.
Okay, which one of you?
Bad joke can have a good.
Which one of you was talking to me?
It was Cedric.
Cedric is the barbarian, right?
Yeah, he's kind of a burly-looking half-orc. Not angry, but he looks burly.
Okay, he's gonna. Okay. Why do barbarians never get shaved?
Oh, I wonder, why did I not get chased?
No, shaved. Like, no.
Oh,
Like cut.
shaved. Oh, I almost misunderstood you there for a second. Oh, why do they not get shaved?
Because they are barbarians, not barbarians. Ugh, my pronunciation. Barbar.
Okay, roll me that performance check at disadvantage.
It wasn't that bad. That's a natural one. Oh, fuck
I mean,
me.
8 isn't bad, but man, that's the worst that you could have done.
Did you just insult him?
Yeah. You did just insult him to his face, so that's why it's a disadvantage, man.
Can I run?
Well, it's a good thing I'm in a good mood today, and it's a good thing I also shave pretty often.
Can I run?
But,
Yeah. Can orcs actually grow facial hair? I don't remember if that's a thing anymore.
I'm pretty sure that they can, but it might just it might be the thing where as they get older they might grow more of it more often, kind of like humans. Kind of they grow facial hair a lot faster once they get into a older age instead of.
I think
You know.
for them, they're more like they prefer longer hair than having facial hair.
Because I think that they can get it, but maybe they just as a matter of choice, maybe some of them don't, or I know it might be a hereditary trait based on their.
Honestly, as far as
lineage.
I know,
everything I'm getting it's not from World of Warcraft is they can get super awesome mutton chops.
well, originally the word orc merely described dark elves or dark elves in a different setting. So then Tolkien started writing about them in Lord of the Rings, and as far as I'm aware, I don't think they can grow hair. I'm not sure. When I think orc, I just think, fast.
Well, the thing
most.
is that at least in a lot of cases with D&D, if you have half blood and you have human blood, then you should be able to get it in that sense. So, maybe full-blooded orcs may not get it in other settings, or if they're villains or stuff like that, in full-blooded orc. But I think in D&D, a lot of times they could get it at the very least.
I mean, in D&D, kobolds are fucking draconic, so, D&D does not care about,
I've seen many more, unrealistic things in D&D than the orcs getting or not getting facial hair, so I don't really mind it either way, so.
I don't mind it either way, either. Point is, Chuck is gonna run.
Yeah.
I think you know that you definitely had disadvantage on it when we went into so much explanation with the joke.
Yeah, probably.
Usually it's like when you have to explain the joke, it just kind of just goes like that sometimes. But it's okay. I'm bound to roll a natural one at some point too. So.
I said, Zach, I hate you.
Okay.
Because I had the 19 on that.
I said before you even rolled, man, and I was not expecting. I was expecting you to get like a 14 at the lowest. That's what you usually get for performances. But nope, you got the nat one at the best time. So you said you're running.
No.
Yeah, go ahead and run.
Unfortunately, I only have a movement speed of 30 feet, so that's a dash of 60 feet per turn.
All right. Cedric and Caspian, are you guys? The man that you were talking to just started running from the city guard. What do you guys do?
Why does he make us do our job?
I mean, you will be the first guards in the city to do that job.
Well, you know, Cedric wouldn't be surprised by this. He's not surprised by much of anything, so he's just like, to be honest, he's probably not even worth the trouble.
I agree wholeheartedly. We have other things we should probably be looking for.
There are much bigger eggs in the basket to deal with. Yes, this egg is a rotten egg. A rotten egg in water. He
Yes,
just
well,
kind of chuckles to himself.
Cassian gives him a polite smile, but doesn't laugh, and then folds his hands behind his back as he waits to continue onward.
All right, where were we before we encountered this self-proclaimed fool? Oh yes, we have to look into these families that have been doing stuff, and I guess you want to get the layout of the land and find out, what the local rundown is and what the the rumor mill is, and well, generally everything that goes on in this city, I would take it.
Yes,
Hmm.
go forward with whatever you need to do first. I'll keep an eye and an ear out and just look for things.
Good lad. Remember, lesson number 1 of going in the city, especially if you're by yourself, always be ready. You never know what's going to happen.
Yes, and on that note, Caspian will make a gesture with his hand and just send his owl up to circle over them to kind of watch them.
All right. At that point, we're gonna leave you guys and head back over to Blackthorn. Oh god. And yeah, sorry, I shifted and my spine popped. I'm fine. Anyway, yeah. So Blackthorn.
Boomer.
What do you mean, boomer? I'm 27.
Whoa.
He's probably calling you old.
Yeah. I'm straight up Gen X, son. I'm straight up Gen X.
Fine, you are technically old enough to be my brother and not my uncle.
I turned 35 yesterday, so
Yeah. Based on what I did with your mama last night, I'm your daddy, though.
Roll a
That's a joke.
constitution check, please.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. To avoid getting burned is a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
No regrets. I have no regrets with that joke at all.
She'll breathe fire at you.
Fine. This is fine. Background burns.
All right. Okay. So yeah, Blackthorn. You're in the bar, and if I remember correctly, you had just shown up at the guy's table, correct?
Well, I was supposed to meet this guy in 2 days, but I was going in the day before just to see if he's around.
Okay. Yeah. It's so you go into. Oh, it wasn't beer. It was a different tavern, wasn't it? It's
No, it was a tavern beer.
okay. It was still beer then. All right. God damn it.
with
Okay,
the guy that grunts.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. It's you go in there, and yeah.
How you doing today?
Huh?
Remember I asked you about the boss. I was looking for a job. They were going to give it to me, but things happen.
And he kind of jerks his head over into a booth about halfway down the wall.
I look over there.
And you see the boss of the Dead Street Toughs there, still shirtless, and he's drinking.
I walk over and say, "How you doing?"
What do you want?
Well, your boy told me you're the toughest gang leader in town.
Yeah, your boy told you right. You've got us at a bad moment, but there's always more of us. And besides, in a couple days, will be the toughest thing in town. Gang in town will be the toughest group in town. Period.
Wow, that's quite a boast, man. I want a piece of that action.
Oh, you think you're ready to roll with the Dead Street Toughs?
Well, maybe you're just the group I need to work with.
Tell you what, short stack. He hands you a piece of paper. Sorry. And it says, "Meet us here. Night after tomorrow." Wait, actually, let me check the calendar we have in the game. To make sure I know exactly, because the timetable is a little different from the last time. Oh yeah. And so this is yes, yeah. Yeah. Meet me here at about meet us here at midnight tomorrow night. Yeah.
And where's this X at?
Have you opened the piece of paper he gave you? He just says, "Meet us here tomorrow night," and that's your first job.
Okay, I kind of glance at the paper and see where it says.
It's a warehouse somewhere in the docks district. Important.
I say, "Oh yeah, what we got planned, boss?"
We don't tell you that ahead of time. You'll learn when you get there. He kind of pats you on the head. You little short dude coming up. Maybe he's a scrapper. Shorties are always scrappers.
That's right, boss. What's your name, boss?
As far as you're concerned, my name is Boss.
All right, boss. You're the boss.
Good. You got it. You're gonna go far with us, kid. You're gonna go far with us. Roll me an insight check, by the way.
Oh, what kind of check?
Insight. Yeah. He 100% thinks that you're actually just a child. He does not know that you're a goblin. He thinks that you're a child.
My disguise work.
Yeah, he got a natural behind the scenes spoilers, but he got a natural 1 on his perception check, and so he thinks you're like 8 years old.
All right, I go.
Okay, here we go.
I'll meet you there tomorrow night. What time?
Cool. Okay, midnight.
Midnight sharp.
Yeah, definitely sharp.
And I kind of look at his weaponry. I say,
he's got a
mighty fine
he's got a-
workmanship you
yeah.
got there.
Stay with us long enough and be loyal, and maybe you'll get something similar. Now, Scoot, the adults are talking here.
Oh.
All right, boss. Is there anybody else in there?
There's no one that you can see that he's talking. He was sitting by himself when you came.
All right, I'll walk over and I'll grab me a beer. At beer.
Yeah. The bartender looks at you and grunts, goes,
Beer.
Slides you one over, rubbing his fingers together.
How much?
Points to a sign above the bar. It is 2 silver.
Oh, hand him over 2 silver then.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That is a good stopping point for you. Let's head back over to Petra and Vortigern.
And you know why Pet's not here anymore?
Yeah. Petra kind of is tired, and Madame Fleiss sends her home. So Vortigern, you're just kind of hanging out with the Pink Lady.
Well, since he's kind of bored, he goes to hey, Granny Fleiss, do you have anything fun to do?
She kind of looks at you. Tell you what, buddy. Why don't you go out in the city, see if you can find your silly little jester friend?
Can I pull him by the bells?
I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
Okay, Grandma.
Ah, you
He goes
cute.
and takes a stacks of cookies and leaves this giant
Hey.
6'4" blue.
You eat cookies when you bring him back. I don't want to spoil your appetite.
Okay, Grandma. And you just see this big 6'4" blue dragonborn decked in heavy armor, just act like a kid.
Yeah.
Wave off from Madame Fleiss and goes to the coat rack to go and grab what looks to be an umbrella, but then removes a cloth and it's just a halberd. And he starts walking around humming in the streets.
All right. Roll me for lack of anything better, nature check. Just see if you can find any trace of Jack. And for lack of anything better to roll.
I'll probably get lost.
Tracking is usually a survival check.
He's not tracking. He's trying to find traces. Not trying to follow. He's trying to see if he can find indication. Yeah. With a 13, I'll give you that Jack, last time you saw him, seemed to be headed down south. So that's the way you go.
He's gonna go south and think like, saltwater taffy candy. He's gonna move to the docks. I don't know how to drag because I keep getting lost.
You are up here. If you see the little...
He's gonna take the high road.
All right, and yeah. I think that's actually a good point now to cut back to our two guards, who I will actually put on the map now, because I just realized I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
We're everywhere.
And I'll also shrink you down, because we want to get you guys roughly the same size.
I'm not that big. Basically.
I can't wait for
not until free
to start.
Not until free pie night at the
I have an endless stomach. Oh, the cute owl! He's so big.
He can stay off for now if you want, so we don't have to keep dragging him around.
He probably says "whoo" in like the cutest little way or something.
You said you had sent him out to do some scouting, so
yeah, he's just circling above us.
Don't be deceived.
Fucking owl.
Owls are fucking murder weapons.
There we go. Okay, he's mostly normal sized. Okay.
Especially if you cast dragon's breath on them.
Yeah. I also saw.
Chubby owl.
Yeah, I also did see your portent. So.
Yes, portents are very important.
Alright, and I'm just going to AC, save changes. Okay, good. Now I.
What rank is Cedric?
Cedric, you can kind of tell he looks orcish, but you probably assume that he's just going to be like a half orc, like a lot of.
Rank, not race. Rank.
I meant rank. As in the
Oh,
guard,
rank?
A private or a sergeant or.
Probably just.
Like he hasn't been in the watch enough to see too much as far as promotions, so he's probably just a lower end, maybe like not really a private, but maybe more like a not
Like a corporal?
What? Not a corporal. It's a what's the term for it? You have private
Sergeant?
and then
Specialist.
I mean, it's you guys are cops, so he would probably be a detective.
Yeah, well, I guess I'd probably be a step above a private first class or something like that, as far as someone in the watch or the guard, basically.
In the
I guess maybe
army,
corporal might be
specialist.
the proper way for it. Yeah,
Yeah, same pay grade. So yeah.
yeah. I think corporal probably fits it best, I guess.
Does Caspian even have a rank, or is it just like I'm here as a volunteer?
Basically that, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he's just no rank, just following you around, but he is a noble.
Oh no, the cops.
So who or where are we going to first?
Well, I mean, I think that it was. Oh, what was it? I think it was something about the families that we were going to look into first. I think. I don't, as a player out of character, I don't know quite all of the layout of the city. Admittedly, I know it's quite a big city. You have lots of different streets and some landmarks, but
Yeah. It's you are currently at the southernmost end of the city. Yeah.
mhm. I guess what I'm asking as a player out of character is that which house would we be looking to look into first, or maybe visit a place in particular, maybe that like that they own, perhaps, or something like that. Looking into this corruption stuff.
Well, in that real quick, let me pull up some of the things so I can figure out where the actual houses keep their strongholds in the city.
Because I know they probably have like mansions or strongholds, or maybe just businesses that they own, perhaps that you might visit. But
Waterdeep. Okay, here we go. Oh, God damn it. Here we go. Okay, that's where that is, and all right. Okay, mostly just because it's the only one that has a distinct, what's it called, words, English speaking. Yeah, it's because it's the only one that has a distinct location on the map. You guys go to where House Antios is at the very far north end of the city. If you zoom out on the map, I will ping where it is on the map. Yeah.
right, so I'll have to zoom out on my map here so I can see a bit better first,
Yeah.
and then. All right, so it's in the northeastern kind of sector, right there.
Yeah, right next to the gate near Upper Downs.
All right, so we have a bit of a trip then, I guess. We're going to be walking there for a while, and I guess on the way that are walking there, while your owl's out and about, just have them keep an eye on the overhead view and make sure that there's not any shenanigans going on in the alleys where it's hard for us to spot the, troublemakers.
All right. Jack, which way did you run when you ran from the guard? Did you run north? Did you run west?
I basically just ran into the building, like trying to lose them if they follow.
Okay, so you ran
kind of
north.
Stealth.
In that case, then, Jack, roll me stealth, and Caspian, have your owl roll perception.
For fuck's sake.
You're dressed like a jester, man, and you have jingling bells on your cap. You're
I
not
know!
exactly
Don't
Dark
touch my cap, my shoes too.
So then he
And
gets
my
his
chest
since
piece.
it's
So, yeah.
a sight, he gets advantage because it's the keen hearing and sight.
Okay.
Owls
Two
are
nat
cool
ones,
like that,
two
aren't
nat
they?
ones, two nat ones.
Oh! Oh, no!
Yeah.
I thought it was
your
already
owl-
in low light though.
And let me check the owl sheet that I gave Cedric.
Do I notice
think
the
in-
owl?
Like hawks
Following
are for
Nope,
days.
it's just the owl has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or sight.
I mean, as far as Caspian's concerned, I don't think an owl is what he's worrying about. So
It's a magical creature, so it's not like it's a
Yeah, it's
just
I think
shape of-
at first level you're second level wizard. Yeah, I think at second level you only have an empathic bond, not a telepathic bond.
Yeah, but do I notice the owl following me?
For 5th edition, I have a telepathic bond to him within 100 feet. If he goes more than 100 feet, I can't communicate with him telepathically anymore.
Here we go. Familiar.
Do you want me to roll a perception check?
I think like he doesn't even know like the owl wasn't even there while he was talking with us, though, right?
Yeah.
So I assume
No,
that he
it
doesn't even
was-
know
it
that
was
there's an
on
owl
here.
following him.
I think I said it was on Caspian's shoulder, just sitting there.
Yeah. You
Oh,
did say-
okay, he did. Okay,
You
I didn't know
just
if he'd
wa-
already
you just
had
wanna
Uh,
use my passive perception. 14.
Yeah. If it's circling, roll me just a perception check disadvantage because the owl is a bit high up, so it's a little hard to see.
This is like a police
That's an
helicopter.
11.
Yeah. Well, it's super. All right, an 11. No, you're not gonna be able to see the owl
Son of a bitch.
in the middle of the day from over 100 feet up, and owls aren't actually that big, especially not snowy owls. So
This is
it's gonna be
this
a
is a
bit hard.
tiny owl, tiny celestial owl.
Oh yeah. So
It would probably just look like an owl to most people, though. Like,
Just a very pretty one.
yeah. Okay, so I presume the owl signals you through the empathic bond that it's hey, that guy is over here.
Pudget has found the fool running the belt still. Is that something you care about at all, or not?
well, like I said, that fool's probably not worth the trouble. As long as he's not stealing from people or trying to do any wrongdoing to other people, I would say that unless the owl spots
Can
him
I try to
committing some-
pickpocket the vendor for a pearl?
What?
You could just hear me face plant.
There aren't any vendors. You're not in the market section. You're in the dock section. So
This is like the first time I've heard of someone trying to get caught stealing stuff.
you need to listen to some of the back episodes. There. Yeah. But Jack, roll history? No. Perception check. Yeah. Roll me a perception check just to see if you can notice things around here.
For fuck's sake, I roll like shit today. That's
Yeah.
a thing.
You're too busy running to notice anything. You see the street in front of you, and you're not running into the women's restroom. Of a
I've
nearby
rolled below a 5 all day today.
Yep.
This is
Okay,
so
yeah.
unfair.
Okay,
Alright,
so-
and I'm the
yeah.
skill-based character. Like, what the fuck? I don't even have time to cast guidance at the moment.
Well, look on the bright side, though. At least you don't have to worry about getting caught if you can't steal anything.
He's not wrong.
I will
wrong.
shoot you.
Okay, so guards, what are you guys going to do?
I
mean,
you're making our way north then.
Yeah, because like the place that we're going to is like on the other side of the city, so it's like if we tarry about, it's gonna take forever to get there. So like,
Can we hire transportation? Like, is there like carts or? That's a lot of money.
no need for that. We can just walk it. It's not that bad to walk over there, but there's only so much that the watch has access to. There's
I mean, you could
just
you could hire a wagon or a cart, but with how packed the city is, it wouldn't actually be that much quicker.
we're better off just walking the road, lad.
Yeah.
It's good for your health too.
You would say that very well.
I wish you could do it faster, but cities, the larger the crowd, the slower the walk sometimes.
All right. And I'm just going to have this happen because of narrative convenience. But as you guys are headed north, you guys run into a how tall is Vortigern?
We're gonna have two big wrestler types that are gonna be puffing their chests out at each other, huh?
Cake, are you there? Vortigern.
Oh no, they must have
He
been
said
getting
he
a
has
drink or something.
Discord problems.
Yeah, he also might just be checking on the kids he's babysitting too.
I mean, he just sent us a message.
Yeah.
Sorry about Discord being a bitch.
All right, I might have to Voltron him then, just for a few seconds, but let's give him a minute or so to respond. And while we're waiting for that to happen, Blackthorn, you have gotten the date and time for the next meetup with the leader of the Dead Street Toughs,
In the
and you've gotten
in the
some beer.
in the diary, did I read where there was any mention of this warehouse?
Yes, it happens to be the same warehouse. The house that you're meeting at is the warehouse mentioned in the journal. Yeah.
All right. Was there a mention of when the ship was supposed to get in?
This is in Zach's general world info, but it comes in 2 days now. Day after tomorrow at 2 a.m.
All right. So after the warehouse meetup.
Yeah.
All right. I will slowly sip this beer and just see if anybody comes in asking questions.
Real quick.
I'm back.
Roll me a stealth
This-
check.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing the kids.
No. I'm just sitting there drinking a beer at the bar. Maybe a listen check because I'm trying to listen into people's conversations.
Okay, and then in that case, let me roll the GM roll here real quick because I need to see if someone notices you.
He's gonna hide the fact that he's drinking rum or something.
Okay, yeah. As you are, is a listen check even still a thing in 5e? Anyway, but
It's
I mean, it's a
perception.
perception.
yeah,
Perception
it's
based on
perception
hearing, basically, or
general.
passive perception, maybe.
Yeah, but it's not a separate skill anymore, though.
Yeah, it's all basically just perception now for the most part.
Okay.
Roll or passive?
I think here. How far are you? You said you're at the bar, so for this one, it's going to have to be a roll. You're a little too far away, and it's a little too loud for you to naturally hear it. You'd have to roll for the perception check. I am sorry. That's not quite enough to. That's not enough to get it.
Not so
What
lucky.
happens though is someone come up to him and ask him some questions?
Yes, while you are sitting at the bar, a figure in a deep blue cloak with a hood over their head comes down and sits at the table. You cannot see their face. However, roll me another perception check. This is a vision-based one. Okay.
That beer is good, man.
Yeah, the bartender looks at the cask he poured from, sniffs it, and reels backwards, and you can see he no longer has a mustache.
Also, I love how we rolled a 6, 7, and 8 in perception. Like in
Oh my
order.
god, I didn't even notice that. That's amazing. Okay,
It's all up from here then, right?
hopefully. I mean, end of the night, you'll be rolling just straight 20s. All right. Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to go back to Vortigern. Vortigern, as you're heading south in the search of both Jack and saltwater taffy, you run
Yes?
you run into two guards on the high road who are headed north. How tall is Vortigern, by the way?
6'4".
Yeah. You guys
Uh-oh.
run into a massive, just totally ripped blue dragonborn, 6'4", carrying like an 8-foot halberd. And when I say run into, I mean you actually straight run into him. He's not paying attention where he's going. He's just kind of looking at
Yeah,
the sky and humming to
he's
himself.
yeah, like blessed be the giant torch god.
It's like, what? I forget. What god do you actually serve, Vortigan?
Zach. The silver flame
Inspiration.
of the sky above.
Yeah, give yourself an inspiration for that.
Yeah, because he is silver flame, but since you're a Torchic, yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. So so oof, you guys bump into each other.
Oh,
I take it he bumps into.
hello there.
You take it he bumps into Cedric first while Caspian's walking behind them, seeing two big guys bump into each other.
Caspian just sucks at his breath and like pauses. Like this is very uncomfortable. But his eyes are wide as he sees a dragonborn. He's just like, ooh.
So you might need to watch the direction you're walking, my friend. You might knock someone over. That's how big you are.
Oh, I'm thinking too much about the giant torch god. Vortigan says dumpily.
The witch god?
The giant torch god in the sky.
The sun?
No, the sun is different. I mean the giant torch.
Can I roll a religion to see if I have any idea what he's talking about?
Go ahead, roll me a religion check. If you get a 9, then oh no, you got a natural 1.
Starting from the bottom.
We
This
are
guy-
the most
yeah,
inept
yeah.
party ever.
This man
What
is
is the
speaking
torch?
heresy. This man is speaking straight heresy. The torch god is a forbidden dark god whose name shall never be spoken in real life. He is speaking dangerous heresy.
Caspian's going to tilt his head down, like look to the ground and put his hand over his mouth, and then cast message as a cantrip. Like, that's an evil deity. He worships dark devil powers.
I love the
Two-
natural
two-
ones in this game.
2
Yeah,
seconds.
you just see him like blip as
Yeah.
he, gets bored, just standing there like.
Okay.
I guess Cedric's just gonna kind of like shake his head and be like, well, whatever this torch god is, I would hope that you would keep it to yourself, hopefully. But well, I can't
A lot of
force you.
people play to the torch god in all his silver flaminess.
That's because you burn people alive, isn't it?
Oh,
I haven't burned anyone alive.
yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
a red
wait,
dragonborn.
You wish
Yes.
that all they did was burn people alive. You wish that's all they did. They do worse stuff. The
So
followers
you
of the torch god.
electrocute them then. That's even worse.
No, it's
Dang.
fucking top.
Well, even in my time
But I
outside of
heard-
Waterdeep, I can't say I ever heard of a torch god.
Yeah, Vortigan, you remember that a couple days ago you literally turned a man into mist.
But was it under the command of the torch god, Zach? Was it under his command that I did it? As far as Vortigan was concerned, he was just playing pokey sticks.
Yeah. Vortigan, do you say that I was just playing pokey sticks? Do you say that out loud?
No. Like, he thinks
Okay.
internally, like, he was just playing pokey sticks. With friends!
Alright.
So where are you off to now then?
I just wanted to go to the docks to get some saltwater taffy.
Well, as long
And
as you don't,
find one of my
as long as you don't
friends.
make your home in the water while collecting it, there's
Why
no
would I
objection.
go to the water here? It's dirty. People poop there.
Well,
That's stupid.
when you've seen as many things as I have, you just can't be too careful at asking people.
Real quick, one of you three roll me a D100.
I'll do it. Oh god.
Caspian I want to insight his going to look for Taffy because I don't believe him. He's off to sacrifice someone.
I mean, I'm not
Okay,
sacrificing it.
Okay, just that natural. He thinks you worship a doomsday god. Remember, like worse than the cult of Tiamat.
I mean, technically speaking, Christianity is also technically a doomsday religion.
Does I guess while this is going on, and since Caspian did message Cantrip him about the deity thing, does Cedric see any kind of like religious symbols on this guy at all? Like anything recognizable or anything that's
Caspian, what was the insight for, by the way?
Yeah,
Oh, to
I
see
know.
if he's lying about the Taffy.
As far as you can tell, no. He just wants some taffy. It might be evil taffy, but all he wants is some saltwater taffy.
Evil people need to eat food, even if they have
He,
taste.
he also said he's looking for a friend he calls the Candy Man.
That's an evil name if I've ever heard one.
I actually think that was the name of a serial killer in a direct-to-video
ghost.
horror movie.
It's a horror. It's a horror ghost.
All right. So does Vortigern have any religious symbols on him?
He has religious symbols of the Temple of Bahamut.
Of the Bahamas?
Yeah, remember about our backstory? Like his parents worshipped Tiamat, but he worshipped Bahamut. But then he got cursed.
Not the Bahamas.
The Platinum Dragon Bahamut.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Platinum Dragon God.
yeah, so at least the symbol Bahamut he might recognize just from there being enough things in the city and it being one of the more noteworthy non-traditional gods and stuff. Like maybe you might recognize that.
Bahamut is prominent enough that you'd recognize his symbol. He is actually one of the more active gods in the world these days. Yeah.
He's also like always one of the top tier summons.
Also
You mean
true.
Dragon Daddy? That's what that's what Vortigern calls
Okay.
Bahamut.
Hang on. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get fancy with this here. Let me see if I can find. No, I thought I had it.
He's just that dumb. I love him.
Manage audio. Tracks. Here we go.
Racist, chromatic dragonborn. Just because I didn't choose fucking silver. I wanted blue dragon, okay?
Hang on. Nope, nothing there. Okay. Nothing. Okay, dang it. It's not a thing that is there. But you guys.
I'm sorry,
hear
it's Dungeons and
Eric-
Dragon. Everybody is racist.
Kind of, yeah. But you three suddenly hear mariachi music start to play as a group of 3 bards come up to you in their colorful clothing and start playing. While one of them, with his free hand, kind of holds out an empty cup. Just kind of shoves it in your face.
Let me see how much money I have. Vortigern gives 2 gold.
Oh God, did you grab one?
What are you doing? I see that in the chat. Is he trying to go ahead and blow up the cup?
Vortigern, was that a misclick, or are you actually
Misclick.
Okay.
Misclick.
Hey, I thought that you were
went
trying to go ahead and
remove. I went to remove 2 gold from my inventory, and then my fat fingers just touched the fucking breath weapon.
Okay,
At first, I thought maybe you're trying to go ahead and give this cup of tea or whatever some more flavor by breathing lightning into it or whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
giving it 2 gold. I'm
Yeah.
giving them
Honestly-
2 gold.
All right. They thank you, and then they turn to the two guards and start playing even louder.
If this was like, Black
He might have
Thorn, he
coughed.
would have probably nuked the bards.
Yeah. Okay. Also, all three of you, roll me a perception check.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Holy sholy!
Now we get the good rolls.
Holy cannoli!
Yeah. Vortigern, you kind of start to dance and like bob along to the music. It's super catchy.
La,
Yeah.
Coco de Mayo, la la la.
Okay.
So what is it that Caspian and Cedric obviously noticed with them both being very astute in this situation?
Hold on. I
Caspian's looking
think I
anywhere.
just need to see if I don't get a natural 20. D20. I do not get that. Okay. Huh. Funnily enough, Vortigern also notices this as well because they got a super shitty stealth roll. Yeah. You all notice a gang of urchin pickpockets sneaking up to you and trying to lift your purses.
Are they
Cedric,
kids?
Cedric being the kind of guy that he is, he immediately takes his fist out and grabs onto the wrist of the one that looks like the closest one to him that looks like he's trying to pickpocket one of them.
Yeah.
What's going on
These
here?
you can nuke.
Yeah. Oh my! Look at me! I ain't done nothing!
And then he'll go ahead and he'll use his other hand to go ahead and grab another urchin that was trying to pickpocket him. How many are there? Does it look like?
There are three
Are they
urchins.
kids?
Yes, they are kids, ages, and real quick, slash
Yeah,
Alright.
Vortigern's gonna lift
3,
the closest
12.
one up above him and like
Okay, yeah,
lift
okay.
him like a baby.
Yeah, they're two of them look to be about 10 years old, and the third one, the one that Cedric grabbed, is the oldest at about 12.
So
Yeah,
I guess
Vortigern
Cedric
just
will
lift-
grab onto
Mhm.
two of them, I guess, and be like,
Yeah.
"What is going on here, young men?"
Vortigern will lift the third like a baby.
Hmm.
Oh, don't frighten them. They're just kids. Little babies. And he he's massive and just rocks them.
Yeah. The one that you picked up has started screaming and trying and slapping at you, trying to get away.
You need a pacifier. He gets one of those treats he got from Madame Fleiss and puts it on the kid's mouth, maybe
you
half
did not-
force
yeah.
feeding.
You
Said-
hold on. You did not get any treats because remember you get treats when you get home because she didn't want you to spoil your appetite.
Oh, okay. He goes and gets he gets his thumb and uses it as a makeshift pacifier.
Yeah.
Little baby.
Cedric will whisper back to Caspian, "Please get him to desist this unusual behavior."
In
Come here,
Triconic,
little
he'll say
baby.
to Vortigern, drop the child, please.
But there's a crying baby. Aren't you supposed to rock them?
He is
No,
not a
don't.
baby. He is a young man.
Put him down.
He's so small though.
Not as many people can be as big as me, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Cedric, the 12-year-old, the bigger one of the kids you're holding, kind of squirms halfway out of grass and leans over and kicks Vortigern in the knee. Put him down, you blue scaly bastard! Put him down!
I
You
pick up
stop
the
it
other
right
kid.
this instant.
like a
I just
baby.
want you to be a bit civil. If you're capable of such a thing, I need you to go ahead and I need all three of you to pay attention to me. Caspian, please get the youngest one there.
All right, very well. Come on, tell you what, Caspian's going to pull out a gold coin and hold it before them. If you don't run and you pay attention, I will give you this coin.
One of the 10-year-old who did not kick Vortigern looked and says, "Make it 3 gold coins."
There you go.
Cedric
One-
will motion over to Caspian. He'll just kind of point his finger at him and then motion him to come over so he can whisper something to him.
He'll go over to him.
Can I make a
Cedric-
persuasion roll to show that Vortigern's just that stupid?
Cedric,
No, but yeah. After these two guys do, I'm going to have them roll an insight check to see if they realize you're that stupid. Because
yeah. So Cedric is going to say here to Caspian, don't give them an inch or they'll ask for a mile.
I am quite familiar with the riffraff of the street. I've spent some time with them.
Yeah, so you young men need to understand that people like me, I don't want for you to go into behind bars, but that's up to you. It's not up to me. Your behavior reflects on you, because that's all we can see of you. You understand what I'm saying?
so you cut out for me halfway through that. Could you say one more time?
Yes. Basically, Cedric is saying,
Mm.
listen, young men, I don't want to see you behind bars. I don't think that any of you should see such a fate, but you have to understand that your behavior here reflects on who you are, because people like us, that is what we can see. That's all we see of you sometimes.
Piss off,
You
you
understand?
understand?
Which
I
of the kid
mean-
says that?
The 10-year-old in Vortigern's arms who's kind of forced Vortigern's thumb out of his mouth.
I mean,
Cedric will just
I
kind of
maybe-
sigh and be
um,
like, that's not the behavior of someone who would be looking to try and get themselves out of trouble.
if okay, I don't know if Vortigern is smart enough to come think, oh, why don't they have parents? Would he be smart enough?
No, Vortigern would not be smart. Real quick, also, the two guards guys, roll an insight check real quick. Let's see if you notice
Okay.
something.
Give me a
Another
second
one.
here.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Yeah, hold on real quick. I want to see, was it Caspian who got the natural one earlier? Yes, it was. Okay. Yeah. Caspian, this guy is the most devious operator you've ever met. He's playing the fool to get you guys to trust him, but no, he's trying to lure these two in to become new inductees and possible sacrifices to the torch
He's a
god.
better fool for the fool.
Hey, I'm the only fool here.
I love how you specifically keep getting these natural ones at the worst.
You're the
possible
fucking
moment.
wizard! Which is concerning.
I bet his owl in the sky is very confused at what's going on here.
Caspian will turn to Vortigern. Put the child down.
I think
Yeah,
everybody who's paying attention is confused.
Yeah, Cedric, you got high enough to realize that there's something probably not right mentally with this guy.
So I guess, has he ever seen any? All right, well, I'm not going to say like mentally challenged, but maybe just a little bit behind in the head kind of people. Like, do they usually act aloof like this from his experience in the city? Or is this something where it could be like someone that has like, is there some like possession going on here? Or is it like some, like Cedric's trying to figure it out. What can he approximate from this guy?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You've seen a few other things like this before, especially among college students. It's never been quite this bad, but this guy's definitely under a confundus curse. That's what they call it from Harry Potter. Yeah, someone has cursed him to make him stupid.
Yeah, and I guess maybe back in his old tribal days, his dad may have told him about like things that the shaman or the village elder told him or something like that about curses that happen to people. And
yeah, but plus, students at the university, it's usually just a curse on a joke they put on a buddy, so they end up flirting with the gnome, with a gnome, thinking it's just a dwarf lady.
oh yeah, so it's like magic students that prank people with curses and stuff.
Yeah, you've never seen it this bad. It usually only lasts an hour or two, but
I gotcha.
I mean-
yeah, so the idea is that this guy looks like he is kind of aloof and a cursed stupor, and it's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, even the
just,
small
for
dwarf is
you
bigger
guys,
than
real
the
quick
actual
background
snow.
here. Yeah. Real quick background for our two new guys. Vortigern has an intelligence of 6, which means he is only 8. It's 8.
Well,
Wait, let me see. I think I have
guess he's
6.
acting like a 6, but he's actually an 8.
No, he's a 6. He's a 6. He's a
He's
6.
a 6.
Yeah. Okay. Which
He
means
rolled
he's
a
only
5
he's
and has a
canonically
+1.
only slightly more intelligent than a dog.
Yeah, I think it's like around the it's around the intelligence of maybe like orcs and different things like that, and at least my knowledge goes. But I guess my character would probably be like, oh, there's people in my tribe that are way smarter than him.
Yeah. It's yeah. Dog. Wild animals canonically and like they have intelligence of 4. Sometimes they'll go to a 5. But yeah, so he has like infant levels of
But
so
he's trainable with cookies.
Yeah, Vortigern does just smiling at the kids, like.
Yeah.
So Cedric
Yeah.
will kind of, I guess, this time he'll order Caspian, please get that kid down from there so he's not scared out of his wits.
Yeah. Caspian, you want to get this kid out so this devious bastard doesn't carry him off to be sacrificed to his dark god of destruction.
All right, Caspian
You really want that kid
turn
out.
towards
Yeah,
towards the Dragonborn, and in a very loud, commanding voice, will say "drop," and I will cast command to make him drop.
uh-huh.
I will use my portent for 7 to make him roll a 7 on it, and the DC is 11.
Yeah, I don't know if you even needed to do that. Because
I like it.
isn't the resistance for command a straight intelligence roll?
It's called the fuck you command. My goodness.
Yeah. Oh, it's a wisdom
Like-
save, yeah.
I mean, I just think it's funny. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I like it.
He goes and says, "Okay," and he puts down the kid and gives him a head pat.
Yeah, so the kid has been put down, and the kid tries to bolt. Are either you going to try to grab the kid, or
Well,
I'm gonna
since
go try
Cedric's
to
hands
grab
are
one.
tied up with these two kids, so he's going to rely on Caspian to do it.
yeah, Caspian?
Vortigern's gonna go and hold him.
Try to grab him, but
Roll me a dexterity dexterity saving throw. I think in this case.
same for me.
Oh no!
Let's
Should have
see.
portented that one.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah. Oh, go. It's Vortigern that got the dexterity save. Not so. Caspian actually got a decent one.
That's Vortigern's 4. Okay, I thought that. I mistook that as Caspian rolling.
I did the same thing until I checked the name.
At first, I thought it was Caspian rolling there. I didn't realize.
Oh,
that.
okay. This kid though is just nimble as fuck, and he darts away from that dexterity save.
Oh gosh. Vortigern will frown and like he would. If you look, he was actually getting something from his bag, and it turns out it was another gold coin.
Mm.
But I want to give them treats.
Yeah. He's gonna. The kid is gonna stop at the entrance to the alley and say, "You eye-drawn bastards ain't never gonna nab me," and vanish into an alley.
Cedric is going to whisper to Caspian so the kids can't hear. Have your owl keep an eye on him, the one that ran.
All right, well, he will try to see if the owl can keep tabs on him, but once he goes out of 100 feet, then I can't contact him anymore.
Yeah, well, you can't contact him, but you can spot him in the air because, like, if you know he's in the sky, you're going to be able to find him eventually. So,
True.
yeah, because like you are one with this owl, and you probably know where to look for him, and if he's like in like a building or anything else. So,
Why are children without their parents?
Well, as aloof as this man is, he has a point. Who are you kids, and where are your parents in all of this?
We ain't telling you nothing, Connor.
Can I head pat the
Well,
one
I
who
believe
said
the
that?
term that you usually use is copper, but
I actually looked this up. I looked this up. It's a Victorian era insult for cops. Conner. Connor. I actually looked this one up.
I actually thought that they were saying Connor because they think like con artist or something, but I guess that works too.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this is like, well, you don't have to like me.
I put way more research into my insults than I did into anything else.
Yeah. He's gonna say, well, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me and you'll respect the authority. I could be doing a lot worse to you right now. Many would try and give you a good whipping.
In this city?
Just because you're not beating me, I'm supposed to kiss your boot? Piss off.
Allow me to demonstrate myself.
I'm so conflicted.
Allow me to demonstrate myself then, young man. And he is going to go ahead and he's going to lift this 12-year-old up by the hips with one hand. He's going to lift him all the way up in the air.
Roll me a strength check, because that's the kid's still going to weigh about 100 pounds. That's not an insignificant thing.
My guy's carry weight is 285 pounds, and I'm carrying about 90 pounds.
I mean, okay, put it this way. Have you ever tried lifting a sack of concrete with one hand? Even the light 50-pound ones?
Well, I mean, I'm not a half-orc as big and burly as Cedric, so I wouldn't know what it's like to try and do that.
Yeah.
I'm still roll a strength check, but I'm just mentioning that.
I will give you advantage, though. Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. Yeah. I'll roll that one more time here.
Yeah. You need to beat a DC 12, so you're already
okay.
Good, yeah.
So yeah, he's not trying to hurt him. He's just trying to make a point by lifting up in the air and be like, "You shall respect authority, young man. Do you understand?"
He spits in your face.
Poor baby.
You are all just asking to go to jail, aren't you? Like, normally, if you were smart, you would be playing into him, treat him as a sucker, and then at the last moment, turn on him to your advantage. But clearly, you haven't been homeless for very long if you haven't figured that out.
Oh, like you know what it's like on the streets, you posh dipwit.
I know what it's like to be down in the dumps just as much as you. You do not know me.
I'm not talking to you, Connor. I'm talking to the posh one over there, innit?
You are digging yourself a hole, and Casper's going to raise that case again. Oh, go ahead.
He points at.
Caspian, right?
What was that he cut out for me?
The downside of being a dumb character, you can't voice the opinions you want to use.
Hey, at least this time you're not getting everybody killed.
The last time I did something like that, we made someone into liquid red.
Last time, you got drunk and spilled the beans on who we were working for.
You fucking tried to shoot someone with your feet!
Yeah? I tried to buy myself enough time to escape.
Cut out for me for a second. Was there something that I missed?
Cedric, at this point, he's running a bit out of patience. He's like, "You, Dragonborn, despite you being a worshiper of Bahamut, or at least you appear to be, I would like you to go ahead and just back away a bit so I can deal with these two young men who don't seem to get it." And he's going to motion for Caspian to come over towards him again. He's going to be like,
"No."
And he's going to motion to Caspian. You like, take the manacles there off the side of my backpack and go ahead and put one of each of these on their legs there and have them tied up together.
Damn, you have manacles?
Yeah,
If you start with a City Watch background, you start off with a pair of manacles.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we're in this like the fact that that's just gonna happen. I mean, for one, I think, yeah, he's dumb, but from what he's seeing, I've tried to seeing it in his eyes, he just sees two grown men basically being unkind to the kids.
I mean, we are in uniform. We have uniforms on.
Dude, you underestimate my stupidity.
Oh. Okay, I'm back.
Oh, okay. I thought you
okay, so I'm gonna popped out for a second.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
underestimate the stupidity of Vortigern.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I
so
already saw that you were pretty aloof, so I kind of Cedric recognizes that you're pretty aloof, but like he's just gonna do his best with that, as best as he
I
can.
wish if Vortigern was his regular smart self, he'd probably just leave this place. But nope! Nope, he's dumb.
Yep. Okay.
Leave the kids alone.
Yeah.
I mean, he like Cedric already said, there's others that would do a lot worse to him at this point. So, because he knows about what goes on in the City Watch, and
Caspian will take the manacles out then and do what Cedric told him to do.
yeah. So basically, you'll go ahead and attach one manacle to one of their legs and the other to the other kid's leg to kind of tie them together, so that way they can't run. They have to kind of like hip or skip or whatever to try and run.
One hand.
Yeah, it's just to make sure that they can't run away.
You've clearly never been in a three-legged race.
I mean, you can, but you're not going to get very far with someone who can actually run. So,
oh god, I'm picturing that Family Guy clip of where it's like those two one-legged guys joined together to make just a normal guy. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you guys have now shackled the two kids who tried to pickpocket you. I think this is a good point to cut back over to Jack.
Even with a cliffhanger for the boys.
Poor kids. If only I was smart enough to reason shit out.
Yeah, Jack's just going to go back to the inn and trying to lay low. As much as possible. He will still entertain the, people in the inn, but...
roll me just a performance check then. Let's see if you can earn a little copper while you're doing that.
Can I use guidance this time?
Because yes, you can use guidance this time.
Yay!
So is this Jack going again, or is this some other character?
This is Jack, real quick. Okay, yeah, okay. 22. Yeah, you do a very good performance. It's a good performance.
Yay!
All right, Blackthorn.
I don't get that donation. Oh, all right.
Don't what?
I don't get a donation.
You drink for free that night.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Free beer.
Yeah. None of the top shelf stuff though. You want the top shelf, you got to pay still. But
as Jack doesn't really drink much, so.
Okay. So yeah, Blackthorn, you are still sitting in the bar. The leader of Dead Street Toughs is there, still talking to the guy in the deep blue cloak.
I'm going to leave before the guy in the cloak gets done talking and act real tipsy as I come out.
Are you actually tipsy?
No.
Okay, deception check. Or performance. I'll let you choose which.
I get advantage on this.
Oh yeah, because you got the disguise thing, yeah. Okay, yeah, you are a fairly convincing drunk.
A drunk that looks like a kid. That's an interesting scene.
Oh no, he does look like a goblin. The guy just got like a 3 on his intelligence check.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if it was like his disguise or something. So
no, it's not that. He's actually not disguised right now. The guy's just an idiot.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
And I will go around the alley and I will try to change my appearance using the disguise kit.
All right, roll me that disguise kit thing. I think it's a dex-based kit or is it an int-based kit?
Dexterity normally.
I think I have advantage on it.
Yeah, that's a great thing. You have advantage on that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so what do you disguise yourself as?
A homeless child.
Okay.
I feel so fucking complicated right now.
Yeah, again,
And I wait for that guy to come out, and I will try to stealth him.
okay. Which guy? The boss or the guy in the cloak?
The cloak guy.
Okay. About 20 minutes later, he does come out of the bar, kind of looks both ways, make sure he's not being followed, and starts heading off to the north. Roll me a stealth check.
Ding dong banoo.
Oh, hold on. He might get a natural one as well. So
Yeah, at least with skill checks, natural ones aren't like automatic failure like attacks. So
We are rolling really well.
yeah. So you try to follow him, and you immediately get walked on by the next person coming out of the bar. He trips over you. There's a crash, and he turns around and sees you. Fortunately, he does not recognize you because of your amazing disguise check. So he just thinks that you are an orphan who walked in front of the door to the bar, and he hurries off.
All right.
Yeah,
I will let him
yeah.
walk off a ways, and then I will attempt to stealth him again.
Okay, you're gonna have to find him again. So for that, I will need you to roll me a perception check to see if you can find him in the crowd. Okay. Yeah, it's not that hard. He's wearing a distinctive blue cloak with the hood up in the middle of the day. He's not exactly James Bond secret agent. Okay, give me another stealth check. Swear to God, if you get another natural one. Okay, let's see what this guy gets in terms of his perception. D20. Okay, this time you do not get walked on. You are a lot stealthier, and you're able to follow him up to the north. Yeah, okay. I wrote this down. Where did he? Hang on. I need to figure out. I need to find my. I'm.
which part of the map is this happening at, by the way?
Oh, sorry. This is happening just to the south of the tip of Mount Waterdeep.
So is this his character token right there for
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
for our beloved Blackthorn?
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured I just because I didn't know the character tokens too
Yeah.
well yet, so I figured I'd ask.
Okay, here we go. Yes, Artibrant. Okay, and so that means, yeah, he would be. Okay, yes, I remember this now. Okay, give me a moment. Let me just pull up a little token for him. All right, we're just going to use this guy for him because he's looking decently sinister, and he was the first token that popped up. And I'm just going to.
Looking mighty snazzy and sinister.
Okay. I can't get him in like a circle, but okay then. So yeah, he is going to start heading up this way, and I presume you're following him. All right.
I will get out a can and just kind of pretend like I'm looking for coin and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So
Like
you're-
like a beggar.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to figure out how to run this here. He's hitting it. Going as far as he's going to go, we're going to say it's 3 more stealth checks. So a total of 3 stealth checks. So give me 2 more stealth checks. And let's see. Okay. Slash R 2d20. Okay, a 13 and an 11. Yeah, neither. Yeah. Oh, and that natural 20 is going to be very good because right as he is going up to a business house, a relatively large one, you just managed to fucking disappear like goddamn Batman. And roll me a history check, for lack of anything better to do with that. See if you recognize. No, you don't recognize the noble house seal above the door. But give me just a moment, and I will put it into the chat for you.
I guess, by the way, while we're waiting on all this stuff here, I hope that Caspian's player doesn't mind if Cedric has a bit of a position of authority and is asking him to do stuff.
No, he's the real guard. Caspian's just a
Yeah.
volunteering. He wouldn't know what to do anyways. Just let the kids go. He was going to bribe them because money talks.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Okay. There you are, you stupid little... There it goes. I'm also bookmarking this page because this is important for later. Copy image. And this is going to go in here. General world info. Whoops, that's in the wrong channel, so I'm going to delete that. There you go. Ah, there we go. That is the symbol you see above the door to the large business that the man in the cloak vanished into.
And I bet Vortigern would like
Sorry,
that.
what symbol?
Sorry, it's in Zach's general world info.
It's a picture of a shield and stuff on it.
Shield with a sun on it?
Yep, and it looks
like
to
a
be
hand.
like a mesa, I think.
Or yeah,
Oh,
all right.
All right, I am bookmarking that because.
And he walks into this house?
Yep.
I'm gonna have a just walk past it to see what kind of guards are there.
No guards that you can see on the exterior. All right.
All right, I will tiptoe up to one of the windows and peek in.
Okay. I'll let you, for this. I'll let you still ride the natural 20. You see what appears to be a clerk at a desk, taking some notes in a ledger. Then a door in the back, and some stairs going up to the second story, and what appear to be lots and lots of books on the wall.
How far away is this guy with the ledger?
He is about 15 feet back from the door.
Could he hear me if I spoke?
You have to speak because it's a closed window and it's in some thick walls, so you have to speak up. But it is possible for him to hear you if you speak. You have to speak up a bit for that to work, but.
All right, I wait for the cloaked man to go up. I guess go upstairs. I don't know where he's going. Do I see him?
No, you do not see him at this point.
And I cast suggestion on the guy.
All right, what do you suggest?
I suggest that he put all this house dirty secrets into a note and then take it to the nearest tree and bury it. That will make sure that all happens as planned.
Let me just real quick go through suggestion. Okay, so wisdom. What's your spell save DC?
14.
14. All right. So /R D. No. I don't. I'm not searching. I need to. There goes /R 1d20 with a 3. Okay. And how long does this last?
I think it's a pretty
8
long
hours.
time.
Yeah, it's 8 hours. Yeah. Okay.
8 hours concentration.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So he kind of shakes his head. And starts digging through some of the tomes in the room. Are you going to stay and watch him do this, or are you going to do something else?
No, I'm not going to stick around. I'm going to basically go to where I think the closest tree is and hide.
Okay. Hold on. Let me. Would it be there, or would that be in there? I actually don't know where the nearest. Would there? Okay, yes. So that means I need to just check to see if season 6. Yeah. God damn it.
I guess maybe you'll have to go ahead and track some animals to see if they go and find some trees for them to climb up or something.
Hang on. I'm trying to. I'm trying to find that. Here it goes. Waterdeep.
Actually, here's what I do. I will. Is there like some soft ground nearby?
And zoom. What are you?
Is there like some soft ground nearby or something?
Not really. No, you're in the middle of a city. There's not a lot going on.
All right. Where would the nearest soft ground be? Because that'd probably be where the nearest tree is.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, yeah, because the actual nearest tree is up on Mount Waterdeep, and or in the City of the Dead. Those are the actual two nearest places where trees would be, and I was trying to figure out if there's a way he can actually get onto Mount Waterdeep, or if he's going to end up going to the
Can
City
I
of the
roll
Dead.
knowledge to find out where he might go if the spell worked?
Okay, so would not be able. Okay, I know that's so. Yeah, he's going to end up going to City of the Dead. So knowledge history, I think.
Yeah, history, maybe religion, maybe it's just some kind of general intelligence check too, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like I'll just have to follow him.
If he's from the city, he might just know.
He is not from the city. That's part of his background there. Yeah, okay, because that'd be Castle Waterdeep, so he wouldn't be able to go in there.
Probably be very difficult to force your way in there too.
So he is going to attempt to go over to the City of the Dead to bury it under the nearest tree in that. CD2. And let me see, what is that thing right there? Waterdeep locale. See that. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
Got a lot of suggestion. It's like, you do this.
It's a great stuff.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember, like, if I was to, like, make a suggestion for some things, you'd be like, that lady that you knew from college or whatever, she really likes it when people take a bunch of laps around the city. They find it really romantic. Or something that's really lengthy like that. Or they're just doing a loop of something.
I only caught like 2 words out of that. Hello?
Yep, can hear you.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, Blackthorn does not know where the nearest tree in Waterdeep would be. So
I'll just
he's
trail
going.
him.
Yeah. Okay, so you wait. It takes him about 3 or 4 hours to collect all the data and write it down. Then he has to go to the maintenance shed next door and borrow a shovel. And then he goes over to the City of the Dead and buries it under the nearest tree, which is right here, outside of what is called outside of just a massive, massive mausoleum. It has
But
candles
before he
all
even
over it.
gets there, is it possible that I could pickpocket it?
It is entirely possible. You would have to roll me a sleight of hand. And let's see what his perception is at. Oh, no, no, no. I don't want 1d29. I want 1d20. 20. Okay. Yeah, he catches that hand and is like, "How dare you!" Yeah, and actually, you know what? That happens right
I'm just
along.
a poor beggar.
A poor beggar boy, right along the high road. Less than where's the ruler?
I'm assuming that at this
Yeah.
point, Cedric and Caspian wouldn't even
Hmm.
like.
Hmm.
Like it's been like I think you said it was like a couple hours for the guy to write stuff down on there. So I'm
True,
assuming
yeah.
that Cedric and Caspian would be long gone from the street
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay, in that
Somewhere
case,
else,
then,
maybe.
yeah, we're going to. Yeah. God damn
Let's just
it,
assume
Jack.
that we're not here for now, and he can just continue his thing. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
Just pointing that out. That since it's
yeah,
a couple hours time, we'd be somewhere else at this point.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but yeah, so he like, guards, guards! This urchin's trying to steal important documents from me.
Actually, it was alms, sir. Alms.
He starts to kick at you.
But you have
Get
documents?
away! Get away! Get away!
What kind of documents, sir?
He's kicking. He's trying to kick you in the head, Blackthorn.
Okay, I'm gonna just try
This
to
guy,
run away.
dexterous boy, or dexterous dude,
I mean,
or whatever.
He is a weedy little librarian, so even if he hits, he's not doing any damage. He is not the toughest of people. Yeah. So, are you still trying to run away from him, or what's
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to run away.
Yeah. You run away. You do hear the blowing of guard whistles as the city guard comes in.
and I will stealth.
Roll me a stealth. Call it DC 13. Yeah,
Damn.
you managed to
I
avoid.
can't roll
two guards.
ones all night. Come on now.
All right. Okay, I think that's a good stopping point for you. Let's go back to Cedric, Caspian, and Vortigern, who are trying to deal with the two remaining urchins who have been shackled together at the ankles.
So meanwhile, back in the 3 to 4 hours, the dude was writing stuff. Where you have like a flashback or something.
Whoop! Yeah. Feel the
This is
immersion.
the TV episode transition 3 hours ago.
No. Hold on. The SpongeBob style. 3 hours ago.
Like, you don't have to go and chain up kids. Children are not puppies. Like, children aren't dogs, are they?
The
not
old
dogs, but
the
they
older
need
of the
to-
two kids looks at you and says, "Woof, woof."
Cedric detects the sarcasm and just kind of gives the kid a glance. Well, you can sound like a dog if you want to, but you shouldn't act like one by trying to steal from people.
Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do to live out here, Connor.
Have you tried perhaps working at the docks, maybe?
They're kids, though. Why would kids work?
Who's gonna hire a 12-year-old me and 10-year-old little bunny here? Yeah.
You
They
could
got some
run.
big strapping lads at the docks. We ain't got shit to do there.
You could
Oh,
run.
I think
dock.
you'd be surprised, lads. There's always people on the lookout for resourceful people.
Things always need to be cleaned.
Are you
character-
trying
in
to
character-
prostitute children to sailors?
Yeah, that is what it's starting to sound like.
They're kids. Children should play, right?
They should play, not steal.
But
Stealing.
there has no.
We gotta
I
do
don't
what we gotta
think-
do to survive.
I might be dumb, but I don't think any of us three here have any right to say anything about how to raise kids.
Yeah. There is no
Unless
might
it's
about it,
Cedric-
Scaly.
Like,
There is-
Cedric doesn't have kids, but he does live in a family, so he knows what the concept of family is like.
Yeah.
So
We're
the
gonna
ten-
just
yeah.
basically
This time,
saying,
the
yeah.
10-year-old turns to you and says, "Ain't no might about it, Scaly."
They don't seem to like you very much.
Maybe you're just hungry. I should
If
give
they
you
were-
guys some food.
would you please desist, Shiny One, and please allow us to do our job?
What is your job? Babysitting?
Babysitting the city, yes.
Oh, well. Just. Is there any food nearby? Or like a street vendor?
Yeah, there are
He's-
street vendors.
Yeah, Aldrich will go ahead and point him to the market, and he'd be like, "Go off in that direction. You'll
No,
find
he's like-
something."
I meant, he's basically saying, I won't leave, but I want to see these kids eat something first.
They would have been able to eat if they had already cooperated, but they haven't.
Is there a guard
I
drop them off out on the way or something?
Yeah, so Cedric does want to take them off to the sides, either to get some information out of them or just to take them to
out of
I guess like a
character, I know there's
guardhouse.
an orphanage here.
because he knows that the other guards wouldn't treat them the same way, and so he knows that if Cedric doesn't get something out of them, the other guards may just not really care about
Yeah,
them,
but,
just consider them trash. So he doesn't. He wants to try and
Not
talk
if-
to these kids before he gives them over, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, if I was dealing with a kid like that, I probably would use carrot first before stick.
He hasn't hit them though. He hasn't hurt them in any way.
Yeah, but he hasn't been, welcoming to them. I'm
Well, I
imagining
mean, if
these
someone were
kids are
stealing from you, you probably wouldn't be welcoming them into your house. You know.
Ideally, I don't think I've ever dealt with these kids. Yeah, never mind. Look, in character, Vortigern doesn't really have the higher processing to even think about that. He just sees two kids angry, and they look hungry, like skin
Yes,
and
they are.
bone.
They are threadbare,
Well,
skinny, and hungry. Yeah.
think of it this way. Imagine that, like, you're one dog, you see another dog trying to steal your food, and you get mad at him. Even dogs can understand the concept of taking things that
Mm.
are theirs. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's
This is getting very fucking morality based.
yeah. Vortian, they do say that there are vendors back up in the market, a couple minutes north of you. So if you want to get some food for the kids, you can go up to the market.
I go to the market, like
Mm.
spend 1 gold coins full of like sandwiches or something,
You come
and
back
maybe some of
with
a drink.
you come back with 4 sandwiches and two like clay jugs full of apple juice.
Here,
Yeah. While he's gone, are you guys going to try doing anything with the kids?
I guess Cedric's just gonna try and talk to
Phrasing!
them here. And he's gonna be like, well, first off, I want to know who your kids are and why you're trying to steal instead of trying to find some honest work around here.
Ain't no one hiring little sprogs like us. We still got to eat though, so of course we got to steal. You're a stupid Connor.
Do they look like brothers?
No, one of them, the 12-year-old one, is taller and very dark hair, dark skin, while the other one has red hair and is very light skinned.
So, where do you live then, or you just live on the streets?
We live wherever we can fucking sleep, you know. After all, that eye thing keeps nabbing kids. Ain't no place safe to stay. Even the king of the deeps can't keep us safe.
And obviously, he's heard of this gang, the that's
The
the
king of the deeps is just one of the he's one of the leaders of one of the bigger kid gangs.
I gotcha. So
Yeah.
he hasn't heard about it by reputation or anything like that. It's just inner city stuff basically with kids.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's a rumor that's always wandering around.
fucking
Okay.
hell, Margarita would fucking cry for these kids.
You're not
She would
wrong.
probably bring them
Have-
all over to the orphanage,
Yeah.
pull out a
Has
gun on
the-
someone.
At them mentioning the eye thing, Caspian paid more attention to them.
Yeah.
And has anyone disappeared around here recently?
Yeah, them Ayers got Dimmy 2 weeks ago, and and they got Jen just a month ago. They saw the eye and then they vanished.
Hmm.
Yeah, Timmy said that Ed told him that Sarah told him that she heard from Marge, that the old baker on 8th Street, heard that he saw some guys in cloaks grab Jen after she saw the eye.
Said the old
And so
baker
this
Okay.
Jed, is this person dangerous?
What do you mean, Jed?
The
I mean,
person that he's
Jen.
talking about that grabbed them.
Oh no,
The
no,
person
no,
at the very end that they talked about grabbed this
no,
girl or something.
The person saw someone grabbing them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. The accent might make it hard to understand, but basically, one person said another person saw another person heard from another person that that person saw someone grabbing the girl after she saw the eye.
Oh, all right. Well, Cedric's
Yeah.
asking him if the eye is this person dangerous?
The eye ain't a person; it's a symbol. And if you see the symbol, the eyers they grab you.
Yes, and these kids aren't the first to disappear.
Do you know who might want them taken?
Why would I know that?
As far
I
as
don't
I
know
can
if
tell,
Yeah.
it's only children that are vanishing when the eye is seen. Anyone who sees it so far has been taken.
See,
So this
you might be a
daycare,
talk bastard, but you do know what you're talking about sometimes, don't you?
that's because where I'm from, I have friends like you, and some of them have been taken, and I'm trying to find them. But this bank,
At this point, Vortigern comes back as they're discussing people getting taken. Yeah. So I had a timer running on my computer, so this conversation was happening in real time, and I worked out the math for how long it takes Vortigern to get the stuff and come back. So
Vertigan just like gives an eye, like shifts his eyes and presents the food to the kids. Let them at least eat first. Kids should eat, right? They look hungry.
how about it, boys? Are you hungry?
Do they look pensive?
sorry, I muted my microphone. Sorry. They do look very hungry. There it goes. Okay, they look very hungry. They kind of exchange glances. Then they just grab the sandwiches and spend about 30 seconds wolfing everything down.
I make sure to see if they don't choke because I'm ready to pat their backs.
Yeah, they are looking at you very scared because you're still a 6'4" dragonborn who shoved a thumb in one of their friend's mouth.
He just stares and smiles dumbly at them with a blip tongue. Mm.
Yeah, they
So
never stop looking at you scared because fucking
Can I
giant
do a
bird.
persuasion check to make them feel not scared or come off as funny or
That would not
Barney?
be a persuasion check. That would be a charisma saving throw. Just to
Okay, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be Barney.
Natural
I'm
one.
gonna be
Natural one.
Borky.
Natural one. Come on.
natural 20.
Okay, it's not
the average, the
Yeah.
10 with the 5. 10,
Yeah.
5.
I would like to use DM inspiration for advantage.
I will let you do that. Go ahead.
Because these are kids.
Oh shit, son.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to somehow, with your draconic lizard-like face, uh, do a winning smile, and you don't even let little crackles of lightning escape between your teeth. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, you also did bring them food, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're starting to look a little less hostily at you. They're still looking at the cop, like at the city watch officer. Like they don't fully trust him, but they do kind of mostly trust Vortigern and Caspian.
Don't pay him that much mind, Mr. Grumpy, Mr. Watchy. Just I don't know much, but I think if you just talk to them and tell them what they want, they'll let you be. And
Are you thick? You daft blue scaly? You don't talk to the watch. Everyone knows they're more corrupted than the meat in the marketplace.
Oh, like I said, you don't know me very well, little boys.
Yeah, no, we don't. We just fucking met you.
Well, I don't think he's gonna let you go unless you say something.
Well, first off, you don't think I already know that the watch is having a lot of trouble with that? I mean, of course I know about it. I'm not a fool. No pun intended there with the other fool.
Wait, Mr.
Thank you.
Candyman? When he says fool, he means things like
I was saying no pun intended out of character.
Okay.
yeah. If you said fool in character, he'd be thinking like Mr. Candypan. That's his nickname for Jack.
Yeah.
Because he looks like a candy cane.
What else?
Well, if you can,
The eye.
I'll tell you what, boys. You can tell us more about these gangs that you're hearing about and these disappearance of kids and such, I'll have a job for you. Does that sound better than trying to steal?
What kind of job? We already heard what some of them assholes told Jimmy up on 3rd Street.
Well, we're talking about more than just hearsay. We're talking about getting to the heart of the matter. Right to the nitty gritty. We need resources.
Whoa! We don't deal in organs. We don't deal in organs on the streets.
I never said such a thing. I'm talking about information.
What
And
you want to know?
I'm also talking about having extra eyes and ears that aren't corrupt like these
Yeah.
conners that you refer to.
I think what Mr. Grouchy is trying to say is if we're gonna play hide and seek, and you're gonna seek things he wants you to find, and if you do so, he's gonna give you food, right? Or treats.
More like the game is called My Favorite Deputies.
You are gonna give them
Alright.
food, right?
Alright, okay. Wait, no snitches, though.
Well, I'm not asking you to snitch on each other or anything. I understand that if you have skeletons in the closet, that's
They're
not
12
always
years
someone
old.
else's business, right? I know that we've all done things when we're young. But when you are someone in my position, you need eyes and ears that can get things for you that aren't going to, that won't be bribed or threatened by powers that be in this city. Young men like you could come in handy for us, or at least someone like me.
Alright. We hear anything juicy, we'll pass it on to you.
And also, if possible, try and inform me as soon as possible about the me or my friend here, and he motions to Caspian about the disappearance of any children or any other things and whisperings that seem strange. I've been trying to keep tabs on all these crimes, but it's a bit difficult for one person to keep track of all of it.
Oh,
So if
then you best hang with his crowd. And he points over to Vortigern. They're doing something special for Lady Blackstaff. And I think
you know, pretty lady.
And I think that's where we're going to call game for tonight. We're with the street urchin just casually spilling out the massive secret.
Like, holy shit! Okay, now, okay, I'm imagining like later on when Vortigern has his brains back, like I'm adopting every kid in this fucking city.
Alright, I'm stopping the stream then.
Okay.
Oh god.